Guys, hey, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me. So today I have an interesting topic I want to discuss today. One of my subscribers on one of my videos left a comment, and I want to answer the question that was asked with this video. The video this person was watching was the autopilot video that I made for my Tesla Model S. I had a 2015 Tesla Model S P85D, and I was doing a video. Now that car had Autopilot 1.0, which is the first version of Autopilot that came out. Autopilot 1.0 came out in late 2014, so the Model S got it in late 2014. All 2015s had it and beyond. When the Model X came out in 2016, the first half of the year of that vehicle had Autopilot 1.0. The latter half of 2016, they started getting the Autopilot 2.5, and the upgraded version of that had the cameras and everything. So the question that was asked, that this particular person was asking about, is should he consider a car like an older Tesla, like maybe like an older Model S that has free supercharging, or should he be looking at a newer Model 3 that has the cameras and the full self-driving and the upgraded autopilot computer? Now, I think this is a really good question because free supercharging is a very attractive offer. A lot of these older Tesla model, like a lot of the early Tesla Model S's, 2012 to like 2016 Model S's, a lot of those came with free supercharging. 2016 Model X's, a lot of those came with free supercharging. And that was a supercharging feature that was transferable to the next owner. I've owned two Model S's, a 2013 and the 2015. I still own the 2013. Both of those cars I got secondhand. I bought those used. They had the free supercharging, which is the free unlimited supercharging, and that was transferable to me. Now, at the end of 23 and the first quarter of 24, Tesla was doing a promotion where if you had one of these legacy vehicles that had free supercharging, you could transfer it to a new vehicle if you bought it. So I had these two Model S's that had free supercharging on it. I ended up buying two Model Y long range and transferred this free supercharging to those cars. So I currently have two new Teslas, a 2023, a 2024 Model Y long range that both have free supercharging. So I really value the free supercharging. I thought it was really cool. Even though I don't have a lot of superchargers near me, it's extremely valuable on road trips. However, the downside to having one of these older legacy Model S's or an old Model X that has free supercharging is they charge excruciatingly slow on the superchargers. They'll only charge up to like 78 kilowatts. So if you go plug into one of these 250 kilowatt chargers, you're not going to charge that fast. You only charge at like 78 kilowatts. That's peak, and then it slows down as it gets to like 50%. It starts slowing down even further. You could be at a supercharger for over an hour to get like up to 80%. And as the batteries get older, Tesla throttles down the supercharging on those older cars to help protect the battery. So free supercharging on an older Tesla is not that valuable in my opinion. Unless you live like really close, or let's say if your work is really close to a supercharger and then you could like park your car there for an hour and then take it off the supercharger. Maybe in those cases, maybe it could be worth it because then you could get free charging every day. That wouldn't be my case. I live 25 miles away from the nearest supercharger. I don't really commute near any, so it's not convenient. Where I use it is for road trips, but these two Model Ys that I have free supercharging on, I feel is valuable for the long term because those cars charge really quickly on these newer chargers. They have very good range, 310, 315 miles of range on these long range Model Ys. So they have good range, they charge fast, so it's useful on these newer cars. What I think is more valuable, though, is if you're looking for a used Tesla and you're wondering, well, what should I look for, free supercharging, or should I look for one that has like a more advanced autopilot system, like Autopilot 2.5 or the full self-driving Computer 3 or Computer 4? Here's what I would recommend. It's hard to find a car right now, 2012 to 2016 Model S or X that has free supercharging. A lot of people that own those cars, like me, were going to hold on to them forever because they had the free supercharging. But what a lot of people did is they stripped off that free supercharging and added it to a new car. And so there's a lot of cars that don't have that free supercharging anymore. The only way that you're able to tell if it has free supercharging is you have to have that car has to be in a Tesla account. And a lot of these dealers that are selling these, they don't put them into a Tesla account. And so you're not able to go into the specs under the website or on the app and able to see if it has that free unlimited supercharging. So it's hard to tell that way. So in a lot of these older Teslas, buying them from a dealer, it's going to be a gamble whether or not it has the free supercharging. I would look at like an older Model 3 or a Model Y. There's even some Model S's and X's that have this feature, and that is the fully paid for full self-driving subscription. Now, the cost for this full self-driving subscription has changed over the years. We've seen it as high as $15,000. It's gone to 12, to 10. It's now currently $8,000. So if you were to buy a new Tesla right now and you wanted the full self-driving package, software unlocked fully, and it's completely paid for, you never have to pay for it again for that car, it's $8,000. Now, there's people throughout the history of owning one of these older cars, like I would say 2018 and newer cars, that bought the full self-driving package, whether it was 12, 10, 15, $8,000, they paid for that. That package stays with the car. And so I feel that the value that brings is probably more useful than free supercharging on these cars. The reason being is the full self-driving subscription that's paid for, you'll have that for the life of the car. That's transferable to the new owner of that car, so it doesn't go away when that's transferred. Also, in some cases, Tesla will allow you to transfer that full self-driving subscription that you've paid for to a new vehicle. Like right now, you buy a new car, you can transfer that to a new car. Where the full self-driving package, unlocked software, has value is Elon Musk has talked about this. He talks about this on a lot of the Tesla earnings calls, but he talks about how valuable that's going to be in the future when the car can drive itself without anyone driving it, when it can be like a robo-taxi essentially. And so if that's the case and the car can drive itself without being supervised, that's going to be a very big value on the car. And so I currently have a car that has the full self-driving package completely paid for. I didn't pay for it. I bought a Model 3 that had that package, and then I transferred it to one of those new Model Ys that I bought. So one of my Model Ys has free supercharging and the paid for FSD, full self-driving package, on it as well. So that's like a really valuable car to me because I feel like I can road trip in that car, and then that car has the full self-driving package fully paid for the life of the car. Now, if you'd have asked me a year ago, is it worth it? Maybe it wouldn't be, but Tesla's made such great strides in improving the full self-driving ability of these cars over even just the last year, that it's really impressive, and they're getting very close to being able to have the car to drive unsupervised, where you can sit in the driver's seat and not pay attention at all, and the car is fully driving, fully aware of its surroundings, will take you to your destination, and you don't have to intervene at all. You have to do no driving inputs to the car. It's going to fully do that. So it's likely that could be a reality in the next year or two. And that full self-driving package that costs $8,000 now could go up in price. We have seen it gone down over the years, but I think once that's going to start rolling out unsupervised, the value for that could increase. Now, it's also easier to look for a car that has the full self-driving subscription paid for. Now, for example, when I was looking at, this is kind of complicated, so bear with me here, but when I was looking at buying my new Model Y and transfer free supercharging from a Model S, I also wanted to transfer the FSD from a Model 3 that I had. Now, I bought that car specifically because it had the FSD. The dealer didn't know that it really had that on there, and so I paid just the regular price for that car. So I was able to transfer FSD and free supercharging to this car, but I was able to spot the full self-driving subscription paid for on this Model 3, and the dealer didn't really know. It was like a Kia dealer, and they got it on trade. They didn't really know what it was. I paid 19 grand for this Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive. It had the full self-driving subscription fully paid for, and what I did is I was able to strip that off, and then shortly after I stripped that off, I sold the car for almost break even for what I paid for it out the door on this car. So it's easy if you know what to look for on these when you're shopping for a new Tesla for the full self-driving subscription. It's easy to see, and I'm gonna give you guys a few pointers here because I have 3 vehicles right now. I have 2 Model Ys and a Cybertruck. They all have different levels of subscription of this full self-driving. So I'm going to show you on those cars what to look for when you're shopping for a Tesla with the full self-driving subscription paid for. All right, guys, so here's my garage. I'm going to show you the software package on the Cybertruck here. And then also on this is my 2023 Model Y long range. And then this is my 2013. I'm not going to show you this one because this one doesn't even have autopilot. This is the older 2013 Model S's don't have that. And then I'll also show you this one has free supercharging and FSD fully paid for on that car. If you want more information, guys, I'll leave you a link to the video where I explain how that all worked on that car. All right, guys, this is my 2023 Model Y. Let me show you what level of full self-driving this one has. When you get into the car, here's what you want to do: is you want to, if you're looking at a car, have the dealer, have the seller go into control panel here. So push that button, go into software. Now, here's what you want to look for. This has the full self-driving Computer 4. Computer 4 didn't come out until like June of 2023. So if you're looking like at an 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, half of 23, it's going to have Computer 4. See where it says autopilot included package? This car, yes, it can full self-drive, but this car has no full self-driving subscription paid for. So autopilot that's in the included package, really this car can just steer itself, and it can do adaptive cruise. If I need to change lanes, I have to disengage it and re-engage it every time. It does work good, but it is a little, once you've been used to the full self-driving, it's kind of hard to go back to just regular autopilot. So this car has no subscription on it. So if you see a car that just says autopilot included package, you would have to pay the $8,000 or $100 a month to be able to use the full self-driving package, okay? All right, let me show you over here on my Cybertruck. Cybertruck has a little different situation. Now the Cybertruck has a free trial of FSD. I didn't pay for the full self-driving. I'm not paying monthly for it. So here's what I want to do: is I want to go to the control panel, and then I want to go to software. All right, software here. Now, see how this one has the full self-driving Computer 4, but it has full self-driving capability. So right now, this truck can full self-drive. However, see how there's an expiration date under here? It says expires on April 20th, 2025. Tesla gave me like 4 months. They gave me like a 3-month trial when I bought the truck, and then I had an extra month because they switched to an upgraded version of the. It seems like when they come out with a new version of the full self-driving software, they'll a lot of times give you a month free to try it out to see if it's worth it. All right, so when there's an expiration date, that means that it doesn't have the package fully paid for. It's just on a subscription basis. For example, if you see a car that has an expiration date, that means they're just paying the $100 per month for that. And if you buy that car, you're going to also have to pay the $100 a month, or you can pay the $8,000 up front to buy it outright. Bottom here, there's upgrades. It's $99 a month to buy the full self-driving capability. Premium connectivities. What you want to look for. So when you're looking at a car like a Model 3, Y, S, X, anything newer like 2018 and newer, you want to look what full self-driving package it has. This one's on subscription. Now let me show you my other car, a different situation. All right, so that was my Cybertruck. This was my 23 long range. This is my 2013 Model S. This is the one that the supercharging got stripped off of. This is my 24 long range Model Y. And this is kind of the unicorn because the free supercharging from this S got transferred to here, and the FSD package from the Model 3 got transferred to this car. This one I don't drive as much since I've gotten the Cybertruck. I just got updated here. I want to go into the screen, software, and okay, it just shows the miles, it shows the VIN. This is the full self-driving 4. See where it says full self-driving capability included package? That is the golden word that you want to see, because what that means, this car has full self-driving capability as an included package. It has the paid for subscription as if I bought the $8,000 package. This stays with the car for the life of the car, so I don't have to buy that. This one also has like acceleration boost. This one also has free supercharging, but you're not able to see free supercharging from this screen. You have to go into the app. You got to go into the Tesla account to see that. So when you're shopping for a car, whatever the model is, if it's 2018 or newer, you want to I would look for one that has the full self-driving capability and it says included package. That's going to transfer to you. You don't have to pay the $100 a month. You don't have to pay the $8,000. That's already fully paid for, and you'll have that subscription on that car for the life of the car. There's a lot of dealers out there selling these cars. They've got them in on trade. They don't know a lot about these cars. They don't know what included package means. They don't know what the date means. They don't know what autopilot only means. Hopefully by watching this video, you now understand you want to find one that says included package. That's really valuable because that's like an $8,000 package that you just got in the car. And a lot of times cars that have that package are very similar price to ones that just have the base autopilot, and you're getting an $8,000 value included in that car when you buy that. So guys, so hopefully that's useful information. And when you're shopping for a Tesla, specifically a used one, new ones you already know, there's even ones on Tesla's website. You can go to the used inventory on Tesla's website and you can filter by FSD, fully paid for. Tesla knows the value of that, and so those cars are, you know, $4,000 to $8,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 more than one that doesn't have it. So I think where the value is finding a dealer or someone selling the car. They don't really know what package they have. They're not like experts in what full self-driving package they have with the car. And buying a car like that, because a lot of times in those situations you can get a better deal and you can get this full self-driving included package at not a whole lot of extra cost than one that does not. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully this is helpful. Leave your comments down below if you have any more tips. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. See you in the next one. Thanks.